Wubba lubba dub dub motherfuckers. What is going on, everyone? It is I, everybody's favorite jack of all trades with foul mouth, Gumberg. And today, I've got an awesome book review for you guys. And yes, it actually does relate with the battleship Bismarck. That's why I'm showing you guys my Revell model that I'm building. You know, the Project Bismarck. This is what she looked like from the end of part 14, which you guys remember. Anyway, before I go on with the book review, I would like to give a big congratulations to my buddy Ed over at Models and Beer. He had just hit 100 subscribers, so Ed, fucking congratulations, man. You definitely deserve it. I mean, with all the hard work, effort, and shit you put into your channel and shit. I mean, you fucking deserve it, man. And if you guys haven't seen his channel, I'll put a link in the description below. You guys go check him out. Go fucking subscribe to him if you haven't. It's Models and Beer. And he's working on the 1/200 scale Arizona, which is fucking beautiful. And he said something about maybe working on a USS Alabama, which that would be pretty fucking awesome too. I had an idea of doing that one time, but yeah, they didn't have detailing kits shit for it, so I didn't. So anyway, Ed, like I said, congratulations, buddy, for hitting 100 subscribers. I wish you the fucking best of luck in the future, and I'll keep watching, man. So just fucking amazing job, awesome. Anyway, the book, I actually showed you guys this book in the last video, and no, it is not. It's not this one. I'm still reading this one. I'm about finished. No, it is this one. Exploring the Bismarck by Robert D. Ballard. Discover the Titanic. The real-life quest to find Hitler's greatest battleship. Now this is actually the companion book to this. The Discovery of the Bismarck. Germany's greatest battleship surrenders her secrets. And the gentleman Robert Ballard, if you know him, he was also the one who found the Titanic, which is the Discovery of the Titanic, which this is a newer edition of it. I have the original edition, which is the same size as that, and I also have his companion book for that one, Exploring the Titanic, as well. So anyway, get them out of the way. This is this book. I remember having this book as a kid, and it was one of the reasons why I got fucking interested in the Bismarck. Well, actually, the first reason why I got fucking interested in the Bismarck was because of the Johnny Horton song, Sink the Bismarck. Anyway. Stop. What's that? Asked Robert Ballard as his deep-sea camera sled shone its light down on the deck of the sunken ship. Of course, someone exclaimed. It's a swastika. Suddenly, everyone in the control room of the research ship went silent. 3 miles below them lay the wreck of Hitler's deadliest warship, the Bismarck. And on its bow and stern decks, the chilling Nazi symbol still stared upward defiantly. Nearly 50 years before, this giant new battleship had set out on a secret mission. Her orders were to sink British supply ships in the Atlantic Ocean and help Hitler achieve his goal of invading Great Britain. Near Iceland, the Bismarck sighted the Hood, the largest ship in the British Navy. A shell was fired from one of the Bismarck's huge guns, and within minutes the Hood exploded. Only 3 men of the 1,419 men on board her survived. A furious Winston Churchill, Britain's wartime Prime Minister, commanded the British Navy to sink the Bismarck. This began one of the greatest sea chases and most unforgettable sea battles of World War II. Exploring the Bismarck tells the thrilling story of the life and death of this famous ship through the eyes of 4 young German sailors who actually sailed on her and survived her sinking. We then experience Robert Ballard's suspenseful search and dramatic discovery of the Bismarck with Argo, the same underwater vehicle that discovered the Titanic 4 years before, and we explore the still mighty wreck on the ocean floor. Packed with stunning paintings, photographs of the Bismarck in 1941, and as she looks today, plus fascinating full-color maps and diagrams, this time quest book brings history and scientific exploration to life like never before. And of course there's Dr. Ballard. And pretty much just like the book says, it pretty much a telling of the story of the Bismarck. And can you believe this, guys? This book looks absolutely fucking brand new. And this thing was printed in October of 1991. First scholastic printing, October 1991. This book is fucking as old as I am. I was born in March of the 91. And this book was printed in October of that year. It's fucking brand new. It's absolutely just incredible. And yeah, like you see Chapter 1, Search for the Bismarck. Chapter 2, A Visit from Hitler. Chapter 3, The Bismarck Breaks Out. Chapter 4, The Bismarck's Last Stand. Chapter 5, Discovery. Chapter 6, Exploring the Sunken Wreck. Epilogue, Glossary, The Story of the Bismarck, and recommended further reading. And of course, first page you see is her being christened on the 14th of February of 1939. Absolutely fucking amazing picture. And of course, next one, seeing a painting of her on the sea floor being visited by Argo. So basically, the way that this book is broken up, it's telling two stories. It's telling the story of Dr. Ballard's hunt for the Bismarck, which on that expedition with him was his son Todd and two of his buddies, Billy and Kirk, which, later that year in 1989, sadly his son died in a car accident, which, that's really terrible. But anyway, and the other story it tells is of 4 young sailors that was on board the Bismarck. And this basically tells of their story. And it's absolutely really a fantastic read. It's a really good introduction to the story of the Bismarck. And these 4 young sailors are Adi H., Franz Hauk, Heinz Janek, and Alois Halberditz. These 3 gentlemen were stationed in the rear gunnery computer room deep inside the ship, which is right there, literally right there. And Alois Halberditz was part of the crew that operated one of the big anti-aircraft guns, which they were along here, which I've not built those yet. Anyway, it basically tells the story of the ship through their eyes. And it's quite fantastic, really. I mean, I remember reading this book as a kid, and I just absolutely loved it. And also it talks about, too, Mullenheim Reitberg, the Baron, which he later wrote Battleship Bismarck Survivor Story. But it basically tells through their eyes and through history, through their eyes about what happened when the Bismarck sank, the pride of the Royal Navy, and of course the Winston Churchill being pissed as hell saying, I want you to fucking sink the Bismarck. And of course, torpedo bombers from the Ark World did their job and fucking screwed the rudder up on Bismarck to where she was only going around in circles. And of course, Bismarck's last stand. And it's a tale of triumph and tragedy both, because triumph there for a little bit for the Germans for sinking the Hood, and tragedy because of the fact not just the British lost lives in the disaster, but the Germans as well. I mean, like I said, war is hell. I don't like war. I fucking hate it. And the thing is, it's kind of weird that I was always interested in this subject. Like you see here, the gunnery computer room is down here, and they had to literally crawl through a cable shaft up to the rear gunnery director, which was literally right there, which was commanded by Lieutenant Commander Mullenheim Reitberg. And it was with him leading the men onto the deck of the ship to where they were actually slid off the side of the ship and, saluted her before she sank. And as she sank, on the forecastle of the ship was Captain Lindman. He basically gave the salute and walked around as the ship rolled over and stood on her as she sank, which was just insane. Just imagine, though, this a massive event changed the lives of Adi Each, Heinz, Junick, Franz Hulk, and Alois Habertitz, and of course Burkhard von Monenheim-Reitberg as well. And of course, you would never expect, they didn't expect to see their ship, but of course, years later, Discovery, Dr. Ballard goes out and he says he's going to find the Bismarck, and sure hell enough, he does. And everybody's just excited as hell. And of course, when they were exploring the ship, they see the swastikas on the decks, proclaiming her to be a Nazi warship. Well, in my mind, that symbol doesn't mean shit. To me, that symbol's garbage. She's more than a Nazi warship. She is a German warship. She was a beautifully crafted, German-built vessel. And that's what she will always be. A beautifully fine-built German ship. And the Nazis were just assholes and just owned her. And basically showed these amazing pictures of the wreck. And of course at the stern end broke too. Right in the area where Hitler is standing in this picture. Which, it's funny. And of course, you know it's a graveyard because nearby the wreck is literally thousands of boots. Leather boots on the ocean floor. And of course there's an epilogue telling how, what happened to the men afterwards. And of course years later, survivors from Bismarck did get to see the wreck, including the Baron himself. Pretty amazing. And of course there's a nice glossary and a timeline of the story of the Bismarck, which is pretty outdated now, but when this book was published in 1991 it wasn't. And of course there is the kind of the information on Dr. Ballard, which everyone knows that he's world famous oceanographer, which found both Bismarck and the Titanic. So, my thoughts on the book Exploring the Bismarck. It's an absolutely fucking incredible book. I love it. I remember having this book as a kid, and I loved it then. That's the reason why, between this and the song Sink the Bismarck, the reason why I got interested in the German battleship to begin with. It's full of information. It's definitely a good introduction to the subject, which if you read this book, you will want to move on to reading this one. And after you get done reading this one, you may want to move on to, like I said, reading that one, or reading that one down there, or any other book you might find on her. But I give this book 5 out of 5, 2 thumbs up. It's well worth the money. I only paid $4 for this at the bookstore, so well worth the fucking money, and I loved it. And it's awesome. I hope you guys can find it. So again, it's called Exploring the Bismarck by Robert D. Ballard, Discovered the Titanic. And this is what, and by the way, before I leave you, this book actually has something really cool on the inside. It has a poster. So if you take the jacket off, let me see here, I about forgot. This is one of the cool reasons why I loved this book as a kid. The jacket opens up into a full fucking poster, which I had this on the wall in my room at the time when I was younger. So, pretty awesome shit. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you have any questions or comments about anything, leave them in the comment section below and I'll get back with you. If you're new to the channel and you love the shit I'm fucking doing, hit that damn subscribe button, hit the fucking notification bell. Never miss another video ever again. Until next time, this is Commodore Urban, saying smooth seas and clear skies, happy sun with all of you. God bless all of you. Take care. Until next time, anchors away, motherfuckers, and I'll catch you on the warm trade wind of where the hell anyone knows, and I'll see you there. So long.